Is your child asking for a Labubu? What is this creepy, cute collectible Labubu? The fuzzy, fang-toothed creature with elf-like ears and an ever-present, mischievous grin is the latest collectible craze, captivating fashion-obsessed Gen Zers, collectors, and even celebrities across the globe.
Welcome to the Bill Corbett Podcast, Creating Cooperative Kids, a listening experience created for parents who'd like tips and techniques for increasing the cooperation from their children and teens. Have you heard of a Labubu yet? It's a cute but creepy doll that kids are clamoring to get their hands on. Bill is giving one away and the contest ends soon. Check the show notes to see if there is still time and for details on how to enter to win. And don't forget to follow, share, and like this podcast. Now back to the episode.
It was created by Hong Kong illustrator Casing Lung in 2015 as part of his The Monsters art series inspired by Nordic folklore. The Chinese toy giant Pop Mart began mass-producing Labubu in blind box collections, heightening suspense and collectability. Arriving in a blind box conceals the exact characteristics of the toy. Over 300 versions exist as of the publishing of this article. Why the hype? 1. The psychological thrill of potentially obtaining a limited edition. Psychologists say it creates a dopamine loop akin to gambling or obsession. 2. An attractive seduction of ugly, cute, and edgy styles, a combination of soft fur and sharp, gnarly teeth. 3. A desire created by celebrities and social media influences children desire the latest fad because it offers social validation, novelty, and a chance to express identity, all within a culture saturated with marketing and peer influence. While it's normal and often harmless, it's also a useful opportunity for parents to teach critical thinking, budgeting, and the difference between wants and needs. What is FOMO? Much of the hype expressed by the kids who want the latest fad toy is the fear of missing out. While not a clinical diagnosis, FOMO reflects a modern anxiety rooted in the belief that others are living better, more exciting, or more fulfilling lives than we are. It's a fear that we are being left out of experiences, opportunities, or trends, and it's particularly intensified by the constant flow of curated content on social media. FOMO is an emotional response to the perception that others are having rewarding experiences without you. This fear can be triggered by seeing photos of a friend's vacation, a colleague's promotion, or even a trending event you weren't invited to. The core of FOMO lies in comparison, believing that you're missing out on something that could bring happiness, status, or satisfaction. The psychology behind FOMO at its heart, FOMO stems from two deeply human needs, belonging and self-worth. We are social creatures hardwired to seek inclusion and validation from others. When we perceive that we are excluded, especially from things that others seem to value, we can feel inadequate or left behind. Social media platforms are perhaps the most powerful amplifiers of FOMO. They create a highlight reel of others' lives, vacations, celebrations, career achievements, while hiding the mundane or difficult moments. This distortion makes it easy to assume that everyone else is thriving while you're struggling. Notifications and real-time updates also create a sense of urgency and immediacy, reinforcing the idea that you must stay constantly plugged in or risk falling behind. The fear of missing out is a natural response in a world brimming with possibilities and social comparison, but it doesn't have to control your choices or diminish your peace of mind. By cultivating mindfulness, embracing your own path, and disconnecting when needed, you can transform FOMO into JOMO, the joy of missing out, and find contentment in the life you're actually living. If your child is begging for the latest fad toy, it can be a tricky moment, especially if emotions are running high or you're unsure whether it's worth the cost or hype. Here's a practical guide on how to respond in a thoughtful, balanced way. 1. Avoid reacting out of guilt or pressure. Instead, take a moment to think. 2. Take time to talk to your child and getting to know more about why they are desiring the toy. 3. Acknowledge their feelings, but don't allow them to control your decision. 4. Set limits or conditions by setting up a delay in the decision. 5. Help them problem solve on how they can earn the money to pay for it themselves. Don't be afraid to say no. Finalize it with, I'm not willing to spend our money on that right now. If they ask you when you'd be willing, confidently respond with, I really don't know. Check with me next week, or set a hard date to come back to the discussion. Many times, the delay in a decision will allow the child to really think hard about why they want it and whether it makes sense. Your role isn't just to grant or deny wishes, it's to guide your child through the emotional, social, and practical sides of decision-making. The way you handle these moments shapes how they deal with desire, disappointment, and value in the long run.
Thank you for downloading and listening to the Bill Corbett podcast, Creating Cooperative Kids. For more help with parenting situations, check out Bill's website, cooperativekids.com. If you'd like to ask him a question, leave your question in the comments box on this episode and he will respond as quickly as he can. You can also email him at bill@cooperativekids.com. This podcast is the property of Cooperative Kids Publishing, copyright 2025, all rights reserved.